That was entertaining. Hello and welcome back to Risk of Rain Returns. Today we are going to go into some more Origin runs. If you're not familiar with what an Origin run is, basically we have all of the 2013 artifacts on. What I say 2013, sorry, is it's all the artifacts from Risk of Rain 2013 turned on, and we are trying to get an artifact that requires you to beat the game using all of those. Oh man, I'm on a toss-up here. I think I'm going to go in with Mercenary as my first one here. We'll see how that goes. I have kind of gotten determined today, and got a lot of free time on my hands, that I've decided that I'm gonna beat it today. I'm just going to beat this today. If I was set up for streaming, this would be an amazing time to just stream these runs to try and do it. But as it stands, we're still a little bit out from that. There's some complications there. But yeah, I've sort of just decided that I want to beat this today. And in the spirit of that, I will probably be recording this for at least basically until we win. So if you're seeing this video, then stick around. Hopefully that actually happened. I can't make any promises. This is the beginning of my recording. But anyways, we have a plan. We have a strategy. We have a pretty good idea of all of the items we want. We just need to remember to take them. And yeah, I actually got really close yesterday. I've ended up scrapping my Origin run recordings from yesterday. I recorded for about an hour, and in that time I did like a bunch of pilot runs, I did some mercenary runs, I did a commander run and a huntress run. And problem was that I did okay, but at the end I looked at all of my recordings and all of my footage that I had, and I'm just like, this isn't interesting. It's not interesting to watch me play this game for an hour, cut down to a half an hour with editing, and not win. So I decided to just not release those. That actually might be something. So for the record, this is something I am actually looking for ideas for. It might be something I do with like membership benefits. Is like, hey, you guys can have behind the scene footage of stuff that, you know, is unedited or whatever. I thought I had another charge of my dash there. I did not. Okay, let's try one more time. You can have some behind the footage of unedited runs. If you have any ideas for membership perks going forward, now that we have like real YouTube stuff, you know, let me know. Ooh, Lemurians. I'm not the kind of person that likes doing the whole, oh, well, let's just reset until we get the thing we want. But I will say that gaining Lemurians as your first enemy does change the plausibility of these runs pretty drastically. To the point where I think this might be one of the times where that kind of mindset might be required. Okay. Let's try that again. The thing is that we need to get at least a cape and at least a heart off this first level in order to realistically be able to... We're trying to take crit first because Mercenary needs some damage at the beginning here. In order to be able to do well going forward. One of the things I found about just like talking about my different findings on different characters is that like characters that only have one invulnerability thing, I really felt like didn't have answers sometimes. It doesn't mean that there's a part of me that wants to try Minor, but the problem is that Minor gets screwed by a lot of things in normal runs. Look at that range. That was crazy. What was I saying? Minor gets screwed by things in normal runs, and despite the fact that he has, at the best cases, 2 invulnerability phases and a super jump, for some reason he just doesn't seem to work out very well in these Origin runs. Really wanted to kill that fire guy. If you did not know, with Mercenary, you can actually target your Eviscerate pretty easily. all you have to do is the closest, like draw an imaginary line, and the closest enemy to where you start your eviscerate is going to be the target that you hit first. So you can even jump into a crowd and eviscerate as you go through, and if you hold jump while doing it, you'll like bounce while invisible, and you won't get just immediately screwed over as soon as you leave. It's also a good idea to eviscerate before dashing, just generally speaking. Or if you dash first, save 1 charge. Well, that's a pretty good item to get. The invulnerability there. Even if I do show an entire run, I will be cutting out probably the first few minutes of a run, just because I have found that the first few minutes of this run do require a tiny bit of grinding. And it's not very interesting to watch. Gosh, dang it. Okay. Lightning just kills you. You need to avoid lightning enemies like the plague. And actually, your level, your character level actually matters on this one. I don't remember exactly what level it is, like probably 5 to 10 before you can survive a single shot from lightning. Because each time you level, you get more HP. And because of honor, all of the enemies are elite in an origin run, and you do level up a little bit faster. And at the beginning of the origin runs, you can actually level up faster than they can scale. And you'll notice yourself actually doing more damage over time, which is not super typical in a normal run. The reason I took this over the parry is because the parry causes me to do risky things. And there's... Oh, God, ladders! Gosh dang it. Hold on. I'm going to change my dead zones to be even smaller than they used to be. That is the first time. The ladders have been an inconvenience, and I've seen some people in the comments say that I'm not the only person getting inconvenienced by some inside change on how the ladders changed between last patch and this one. But that's the first time that they've actually killed me. They've been an inconvenience, but I've been able to handle them. But that's the first time I've actually died because a ladder kind of captured me. That's a lightning guy. Grab that 10% damage from the first crit classes. This teleport is actually in a pretty decent location. There's a lot of elevation changes here that we can use to get away from Lemurians. For the sake of time, I think instead of getting a cape second, I'm going to grab a Guardian's Heart and then immediately grab a Clover with my first 2 green items. Don't really care about that. Oh, it changes? That's cool. The crudely drawn dummy thing changes depending on which character you have. Man, the mercenary one looks adorable. No! Climbing ladders with missiles! What was I doing? I wasn't very smart. Okay, let's switch off of mercenary for a second. We have 3 attacks. They can't take away all of our attacks, right? So with Huntress, I think white item-wise, we might want to grab move speed and then attack speed. And probably a crowbar, because it does look like our secondary skill does hit pretty hard. We have way less HP, though. That's a problem. Seems to be a pretty good spot. I don't think they can actually get to me. Okay. This guy figured it out. Ooh, boy. Speaking of way less HP, ideally I want to leave any items I find near the teleporter in case I have trouble picking them up. Healing throw. Technically a lot of healing, technically completely useless. Okay. I'm going to preemptively use the meteorite here because I don't really want it. Oh my gosh. Screw it. I'm at the point where one of the concessions I'm giving myself is to roll Lemurians because, frankly, getting any other enemy starting off reduces the chances so much so that it's not even funny. Ah, I missed them by a tiny bit. Grab movement speed right away. Beginning of the game here, the only thing we really need is survival. I have enough HP that I might be able to survive a single hit from a spike grenade at this point. Maybe. The reduced cooldown. My secondary would actually be pretty good with some backup mags. Because you didn't know, one of the things that is turning off one of my 4 abilities changes every minute, and the other abilities get reduced cooldown to make up for it. That little Enigma thing basically just gives me reduced cooldown for my use item. We can pick up a whole bunch of them to stack them. A run is not started, by the way, until we manage to get a green item and get a Guardian's Heart. Speaking of, that's a green item, but I don't know if I can get up there right now. I can come over here and might be able to do something about it, though. I can probably bait them all down, actually. Want that green item. Maybe we can just go around. What? Hit me? What hit me? All of the enemies are really far away from me. Oh man, I don't even know. I'm gonna have to review that one. Yeah. I don't like Lightning Lemurians don't teleport, right? Because Lightning Lemurians or Lightning Elites in general would be basically overpowered if they teleport, because they would just teleport on top of you all the time. This is why we need a green before we need a Guardian's Heart on our character before the run has started. Because before that, literally we could just die at any time. You make a single mistake before that and you're just dead. The yellow teleporters, though, those suck. Those suck big time. There we go. We can get our Guardian's Heart. And we eventually have a run going. Now we just need to not botch it at this point. And if people are wondering why I took acrobatics over the parachutes, is because of the iframes. Parachute is nice and all, but does get you killed by the missiles because of how slow you move while on it. And this is a pretty common on this mode difficulty, whatever you want to call it. There is also some degree of I like acrobatics better. Okay, I'll go ahead and drop this. Speaking of greens, we're going to take Clover here. Yeah, I'll start taking some safety. There's not a lot of safety in white items. Are the rollerblades in white? I don't remember. They are. We're going to take rollerblades. And we're also going to take a taser. Can I get up there? Yeah. Can they spawn up here? No, probably not, but they also can probably teleport up here. This is actually relatively safe, right? As soon as I went up there for my relatively safe, I lost my primary attack. There's the cape. Always feels weird to spend this much time on one stage. I'm also going to grab Topaz just because I kind of want to... It's just something else I can grab that's a little bit more intense, right? This is why, for the record, this is why we do this fight near the teleporter. Because shit gets a little crazy. This is cheesy, but I've lost a lot of times. A lot of times. We need that double jump. Grab another infusion super fast. We are going to grab some damage. Some more damage. And I'm curious of how to get that to work. Yeah, that actually is not a bad idea. That's 16% more HP each time. We're going to take the umbrella or backup mags. Okay. This is where the real run starts. At this point, we're basically just gunning for the teleporter every time, because we don't have any control anymore. That was entertaining. If we stand here, they'll just keep falling down. Okay, now it's done. We're gonna grab a couple of these. And we are going to grab that. Grab some more crit. Get that soldier syringe, and let's go. Ugh. Okay, so there's a possibility that a yellow bison teleports on top of me and one-shots me. Letting you guys know that it's a very real possibility. I don't know if anything can spawn up here. That right there is what I'm talking about. Teleporting bisons that immediately attack. This is cheesy as fuck on the game's part, so I am going to allow myself to be cheesy in return, because that's bullshit. Okay. Stage 4. It's all about the stage 1 in this game. It's all about the stage 1. But this is not amazing either. Got rid of the drone, by the way, if you're wondering about my rationale there, because at this point, it really doesn't do a lot for me. It barely hurts enemies anymore. Teleporter. Let's do this. Oh, I can't believe I got telefried by a spitter. Guardian's Heart, first item. Thank you, game. You know that you've been a jackass. You know. You're proof now that you know that you've been a jackass. So you decided to give me a Guardian's Heart as my first item, which means I can take a hit or two. Hey, stage 2. We got this, we got this, we got this. What do we have? Okay. Glad I dropped a lot of jumps. Okay, let's do it. I did find out that getting extra stacks of the umbrella does technically make that invulnerability period longer. So I might get 2 stacks if I did another red. More whites, though, are going to go to backup mags. I definitely felt the need for damage there. I was very worried that they were going to stop being invulnerable before it wears off. With extra jumps, this actually isn't that bad. Okay, let's see what we got now. Birds. Okay, I know we say this every time, but we really do need to find the teleporter as soon as possible here. Enemies like this is why I took this over the parachute, by the way. It's iframes. Iframes exist. I also think I am going to get Topaz Brooch, because we'll have a moment of a lot of durability immediately after the teleporter event. Okay, it's over. Topaz, backup mag, crowbar just for the extra damage, and an extra jump. Okay, this is a plausible build. Man, Fungal Caverns is just one of the bad ones, isn't it? If I stay off the ground, the macrobes aren't that bad. I'll take this over Spitters any day. Perfect time to get that ability back. Is there anything else useful here that I might be missing? Not really. I don't want to call it early here, but I will say this might be one of the better enemies to have here. Nothing up here. The only thing I can think of... Oh no, Elder Lemurians would actually be terrible. I was about to say Elder Lemurians would be really good. But no, it'd actually be terrible because they would tail frag you. I have enough HP now that a Topaz Brooch is actually not a bad idea. Some more movement speed. Damage is never a miss because Providence has a shit ton of HP. Oh no, we're already pretty much capped on crit, aren't we? Okay. Excuse me, Jane? What the hell? Okay. Teleport to last level. That was really scary for a moment. My controller port or something got messed up. Oh, man. That's not ideal. We're just gonna go straight to Providence. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about with getting a bunch of survival items is nice and all, but we still need damage. You see how we're not insta-killing them? Yeah. Kind of a problem. I think we got this, though. Providence is the last real challenge here. I don't know if we have enough damage for Providence, to be completely honest. Okay, so far so good. God, I am so tempted to stick around just a little bit longer for items. Because we're not doing that much damage. Okay, we got this open now. So that means that we can leave at any point if things get hectic. Greater Wisps. I could literally insta-die to 2 of them. I think we just have to try it, guys. This is the first time I have made it to Providence in an Origin run. Okay, we do plenty of damage. Okay. We have a shield. We have a... Just need to keep in mind that his laser beam shit will kill me like instantly. We do have invulnerability frames. Come on. Good night. Challenge complete. Artifact of Origin. Look at that. That is beautiful. I'm never doing this again. And by that I mean, welcome to one step closer to Monsoon All Artifacts Online. I just did Monsoon All Artifacts except for the new ones, which is pretty close to the same damn thing. And I did with Pilot, which is one of the stronger characters. That felt like a pure victory. Like, I'm very, very happy to have finally gotten it. It took me, just to let you guys know, based on recording times, I have had 3 sessions now that are all about an hour to an hour and a half long. So it'll be 3.5 hours to finally beat that of just recording, and lots of failures. Half an hour barely counts because I had 999% damage on, but we finally got it. Freaking Origin. Origin unlocked. Anyways, that has been Risk of Rain Returns. That is my build if you want to look at the items that I grabbed. I would say out of all of those items, the only thing that was probably unnecessary is like, probably the heart root. I probably could have grabbed a better item. I didn't actually need that much crit. Realistically speaking, 100% crit doesn't really... It stops being super value after a certain point. I do think I probably should have had more backup mag because there's a lot of downtime during Providence, and I probably could have killed him a lot faster. But we won in the end, so it doesn't really matter if I didn't do super optimal because, you know, it was good enough. And being perfect is impossible. Perfection is dumb. Anyways, I have been Areima. This has been Risk of Rain Returns, and if you guys are enjoying, feel free to leave a comment, like, and or subscribe. It helps me know that you guys are still enjoying the episodes and you want me to keep posting because, you know, I only get to see numbers, and it's sometimes hard to decipher what those numbers mean versus what people actually want to see. But yeah, I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.